Hey everyone, Brian here. Today we're diving into a powerful new update inside GoHighLevel, custom objects. I actually got the chance to talk directly with the developers during GoHighLevel Live, and trust me, they're super excited about this release. And honestly, it's a game changer for anyone serious about organizing more data around their clients. It's mind-blowing how much more you can do with this. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. I'm happy to help. Before we dive right in though, I want to actually break down what these are, because they are a bit confusing at first. So I'm going to pull up some slides to really go in depth and simplify this process so we can quickly get these and then create some. So what are custom objects? Custom objects in GoHighLevel let you create unique data types for your business. For example, if you run a real estate agency undefined, you could create a custom object called properties. This would allow you to track details about each property, like its price, location, and status. This way you can manage information that's specific to your business needs easily. Alright, it's just getting that much further on each dataset. It just gives you way more data to play with. And it is extremely good when you start to have stuff like properties, cars, houses, all these things that basically you need to tie to contacts. And it gets a little more complex, and I created this too just to make sense. So custom object would be your properties, okay? And in the property, basically what makes up the custom object is the field. So the property name, the price, location, status. So if your custom object was, let's say, a car, it could be like a VIN number. Okay, it's a a make, model, owner, like it's taking an object, so something within high level or something you create, okay? And then making all these data points under it so you can assign it to different customers, / contacts, and basically get that much more dialed in with basically what's going on with custom object. This basically gives you another database within high level to create things and then assign a different user. And I'm telling you, right now they're making updates with this. This will be huge in the future, definitely for real estate, definitely for car dealerships, a lot of things that have a lot of inventory and lots of stuff going, like databases. This is going to be a game changer, and High Level just released it. So seriously, start learning this now, because it's going to be huge. Now that we're back in objects, okay, you basically want to come through and you want to create one, so you need to come right here and click this, or you can click this right here. So add custom object, and then you're going to get these fields. So custom object single, you want to put what is the object. So the examples are pretty good here. We could do one for cars. I'll also give you another example just so it makes sense, but we'll just follow this for now. So cars plural, this is just making it cars. So whatever it is, houses, iPhones or iPhones, it's just the plural of it. Okay, then you have primary display field. Okay, so this is the main thing that makes this unique one. Like, it's the thing that makes it very, very unique. So for primary display field, this would be a VIN number, because a VIN number is specific to that user. It's something that you can't have anywhere else. It's just for that car. If this was a credit card, it would be the credit card number. If this was a house, this should be the exact address. You know what I mean? And not just like, city and state, like all the way down to zip code, exact street. That way it's so specific. And then basically field type. You'll just click that and then you're good. And then in here you have an internal name just to be more specific with things. Then down here you have an icon. Okay, so for this we would do car. Okay, display, we'll do VIN, and then you put in a description, and the description is just describing the object. Okay, so that could be, just like you see here, engine power, top speed, mileage. You could put in any sort of custom upgrades the car had, any other stuff like that, kind of wheels, just adding extra stuff now real quick. If we were to do another example, like say we do iPhone, this is a weird one to save selling iPhones. You would do iPhones, and then for this you could do something like Apple ID, or some sort of iPhone ID, something that is specific to that, but I think you get the idea here. So you're just going to create this, boom, you now have your custom object, so you can come in here and you can add custom fields to the object. So if you want to get more granular, okay, you can add more things. So let's just, for this example, go through this. We'll just say, because it was a car, let's do car, no name would be, let's do wheels, object, car. So you want to pick the object. Remember, contacts and opportunities are objects, opportunities will be coming soon, but that's it, also an object. But so you put car, and then group car info, and then save, okay. And then in here in folders, we can go to car. We have to find these get kind of weird with the way they do this. Let's go here, let's just find this real quick car info right here. See, now you have, this is basically, if you come up here, you see the object. Okay, the object is right here. Okay, field name here. And you have basic, these field names are now tied to the object, and that's pretty cool. So you can basically add all these other layers to make sure you understand what's going on via basically custom fields. And they're tied to the objects also, to when you create this. If you go back, you will see right here it is now in the tab. Isn't that kind of cool? So it now puts it in the main sub account, tab or sidebar, whatever you want to call it. And then you now have basically cars you can add. So, you know, is you want to have Toyota, or put it in the bin, you want to have, you know, whatever, and you can kind of go ham with it. But it'll now pop up in your regular dashboard, which is pretty cool. But now that you understand custom objects, adding this kind of part to it, and assigning custom fields to it. And I want to go over something else that is really important, which is associations. To come right in here, and you click this, and then you go to associations. So really what an association is, it is basically a connection between contacts within two different objects. So if you have, let's say David, okay, and he owns said car is object. David is contact, he owns the car, but David is also the mechanic. Okay, to another car said object, he basically is now connected to two different cars. Hope that makes sense. I know it's a little confusing, but basically associations are just associations between context within objects, or objects and with objects. And for this, you basically just pick what you want, put the label in if it's a pair of labels, and then click save. And that's really all you have to do. And you can see right here a car associated to many contacts with a label, a contact associated to many cars with a label. And this just gets that much more in depth, basically depending on how you are setting this up and who you want connected to what. And again, I'm telling you, this is going to be huge in the future for GoHighLevel. Really start playing with this now, because they are adding all these other features. I guess at dealerships, real estate people. It's adding that extra function that was not in HighLevel before, which is getting more granular with your databases. So just more data sets on each specific thing or object within HighLevel. So that's basically how you create associations. And then from there, you can just create them and then basically start adding stuff, and your custom objects are done. And again, they're going to be making a lot of updates on this, so seriously stay tuned. But other than that, that is custom objects, guys. I hope that made sense. If you have any questions at all, seriously drop them down in the comments below. I know that might be a little confusing, but drop them down below if you have any concerns. You can message me for free on Facebook if you're interested in learning HighLevel. And you're like, this is awesome, this is amazing, I want to learn. I have a 30-day free trial link down below. Okay, not 14 days, an exclusive 30-day free trial link. You sign up, okay. You get access to me one-on-one. You get access to snapshots, goodies, training courses, all kinds of other stuff, and featured on my channel. You'll see a partnership opportunity if you're really interested in learning how to sell HighLevel, grow your agency, and do a bunch of other stuff. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, reach out if you need anything. Brian out.